What's up? Honor Hammer 26. I'm here to give you my ROH SoCal Showdown review and PWG Kurt Russellmania review. Both are part of Wrestle Reunion 4 weekend. I feel that, these are kind of late, and I kind of want to review these really bad, so I'm going to review them together, and kind of, since they were the same weekend with a lot of the same talent, I'm going to review them both together. The first show did happen on Friday night with the Ring of Honor show. I'm going to start with this. Overall, this was a great show. I think there was no match under 3 stars. Yeah, there was no match under 3 stars, which is an excellent, excellent show. But a lot of the matches did... Actually, no, sorry, Erick, Steen, the Necro Butcher, sorry. But, the entire show carried on very, very well. But there were a couple matches that kind of dragged on, but they ended up being good. Like Tyler Black, Joey Ryan, because the crowd was dead for that match. And, Roderick on Delirious, it was good, but it kind of carried on a little bit. So let's get to the review. Colt, Cabana, and El Generico versus Scott Lost and Scorpio Sky is the opener. Very, very fun opener. Just went out there. It was kind of spotty, but what opener really isn't. Given a little bit of time, really liked it. Colt, Cabana, and El Generico could be a very, very successful tag team. It was shown here. El Generico playing this gimmick very, very well. He's hurt by Kevin Steen and still put on a very entertaining match at the same time. And Scorpio Sky and Scott Lost were given a lot of good chances, and this, a good chance to really just show what they can do, and they did get booked for Phoenix after that, so I did think they did a good enough job to do that, and basically put over the fact that they are very good West Coast talents, 3 stars. Then we got the worst match of the night, Erick Stevens versus the Necro Butcher. This wasn't that bad at all, it just didn't go that long, and there was a screwjob finish. I just thought it was only okay. They can put on a better match than this, give them time and a real chance to put on a great hardcore match. Stevens has proven the patch with his matches at FIP with Roderick Strong, or his fight with Honor in ROH with Roderick Strong, and Necro Butcher's just awesome at it, proven it many, many times before. So if you just give them time, I'm sure they can do a great job with a hardcore match, but they just really didn't have the time to do it 2.5. Then we got a rematch from Boiling Point and their feud from 2007 live in Tokyo being the culmination. Roderick Strong versus Delirious. This is a pretty good match. Actually, it was a really good match. The end got really, 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 really good. But there's a lot of stuff in between that was just okay. It was like their Boiling Point match, but they just had like a 5-minute period more of just stuff that just kind of dragged, so it kind of took away from the match a little bit. But still, I thought it was very, very good still. But at the same time, it did have stuff that dragged, so really can't put it towards that 4-star level, really. It's going to be just 3.25. Then we got a match I thought would be better than it was, but it ended up being just 3 stars. Tyler Black versus Joey Ryan. For whatever reason, the PWG crowd wasn't into Tyler Black. It's probably because he doesn't work for PWG. He's probably the biggest star on this card that it doesn't work for PWG. He's not like a legend. So he's not all that over with California fans, and a lot of them really didn't like him when they brought him back, because he's kind of the ROH golden boy, and a lot of PWG fans just don't care about ROH for whatever reason. But still, at the same time, this is still a good match. It would have been better if it was in front of a better crowd. This is probably the only match of the night where the crowd kind of pissed me off. A lot of the PWG fans wanted to see an ROH event live, but they kind of ruined this match for me. It was still good, but they kind of ruined it 3 stars. Then we got to a very, very surprisingly good match. I heard from live events this was kind of weird, but I still thought it was pretty good. I actually thought it was good. Jerry Lynn in his return versus Kenny King. Jerry Lynn did get a very, very big pop. And it's probably because of RVD coming in the next night, but that's only that. So that makes a lot of sense in my mind. Both original ECW guys, and plus a lot of their matches, like RVD and Jerry Lynn's matches together, are very, very famous. Including, I think the only match from original ECW I gave 5 stars to. But actually, there might be another one, but the only one I know for sure. And basically, it's just a little bit of a feud continuation. We still really haven't had the blow off yet, but I'm pretty sure this is a very good type of match where you can set up a culmination down the road. Just a very good match for that type of thing. 3 stars. Then we got to a very surprising match, good as well. Kevin Steen doing his new gimmick. I really, really like his new entrance theme. It's spot on for his gimmick. I really like it. And Carino, it fits as well. Versus the Human Tornado, when we thought he was second to last match before we thought he was going to retire. It's still a little uncertain what he was doing because he returned to Phoenix, but. Basically, very good match. Human Tornado, they pull off the fact that a lot of fans would know that Tornado and Generico were tag team partners in PWG, and they would recognize that. So, they did a very good job here. This is basically just to show Steen off as a heel now, and they did a very good job of that to 3.5. Then got to a match I was looking forward to very much. One of my favorites of all time, Jushin Liger versus Austin Aries. Very, very good match. I mean, the ending kind of made it not great, but still, up until that point, I really thought they had a really... It was kind of odd, their styles mixing together, but I thought it was a very, very good job. I liked it a ton. And, I mean, Aries getting on the mic was awesome, and then Jushin Liger called him an asshole in English, which was awesome as well. So I'm going to give this 3 1/4, or 3 3/4, and then we got to the main event, the American Wolves and the Kings of Wrestling versus the Briscoe Brothers and the Young Bucks. The Young Bucks' last Ring of Honor match for the time being. This was, by God, awesome. I think this was better from the live reports, but it was still just a very, very awesome match. Just tag team wrestling at its best all around. The Kings of Wrestling looked so freaking impressive here. American Wolves were impressive as always, and the booking made sense based on it was at the West Coast. And the Briscoe Brothers did a very good job, and the Young Bucks, of course, were always awesome, so just 4 1/4. Very, very good job. Overall show, 8.25. Very, very great show. But the better show, barely during the weekend, was this show. Didn't have a better flow to it, because it was kind of focusing on individual matches, but I still liked it a little bit more. I mean, because there were 3 4-star matches as opposed to only 1 match. Even though the best match of the weekend was on the Ring of Honor show, they had still had matches that I think was a little bit better than all-around card, and the West Coast fans gave more of a crap about this card, so it kind of made it better. We got the opener of a 8-man and woman tag team match. Johnny Goodtime, Malachi Jackson, the Young Bucks' younger brother, Candice, LeRae, and Jerome Robinson versus the Cutler brothers, Ryan Taylor and Christina von Eerie. This match was a very, very good opener, what the X Division should be. A lot of people say that, but it's true. Just a high-flying, very spotty opener. A very, very good job. 8-man, just made all of them look good, especially Christina von Eerie. I got the new side of her, which looked very, very good. Cutler brothers always look good here. Another person that looked good here was Malachi Jackson. So just a little MVP of that match. Then we got the PWG return of Brandon Bonham versus Brandon Gatson. There's a very funny "This is Brandon" chant. I like that a lot. But besides that, this match was just okay. Kind of dragged along a little bit, but I didn't really expect all that much out of it because I don't like Brandon Bonham all that much. He's good, but he's just not amazing. But I like Brandon Gatson, so 2.5. Then we got to the worst match of the night: Human Tornado versus Super Crazy. This match wasn't all that much. Super Crazy is out of shape. Human Tornado is probably not the best opponent for him, but because Chuck Taylor was snowed in, they had to shuffle the card around. These two just ended up being together. Yeah, basically not all that much, just 2.5, or sorry, 2 1/4. Then we got to a very, very funny match, and a very, very good match at that, Davey Richards versus Kevin Steen. I liked it a lot. I'm big fans of both of these guys, so and they haven't faced all that much in PWG. I think this is actually their first meeting in PWG, correct me if I'm wrong. I actually think it is, but I'm not sure. Might have happened early PWG, but oh well. Definitely a very, very good match here, just... crowd interaction was amazing, and they just did a very good job. 3.5, nothing more than that. And there's a couple things in the match I don't want to spoil that made it even better. Then we got to the PWG debut of the Great Muta teaming with Kai versus Scott Lawson, Joey Ryan, the Dynasty. This match was just basically showing off what Muta could do in the United States. Nothing more than that. It didn't go all that long, and basically just Muta doing all of his moves, and then Shining Wizard and Green Mist, and yep, that's basically it. But Muta did look very good here. The crowd was so into Muta, it wasn't even funny. 2.5 stars. Then we got a very, very awesome match. I was looking forward to this. It wasn't really awesome, but I was looking forward to this amazingly. El Generico versus Jushin Liger. This match was great. I didn't think it was at first going to get to that 4-star level. I thought the match with Aries was better, but then it picked up and just got so great, and I got to give it 4 stars. It was just great. I'm glad that this is more of an opponent for Liger that I thought would be better for him in El Generico, and it did deliver a better match, 4 stars. Then we got the match that's very, very... I guess you can call this a dream match. I mean, WWE is one of the best WWE's tag teams that are now released versus one of the best on the indies, the Young Bucks versus Paulin and Brian Kendrick. Just a great match. Paulin did look a little out of shape, but still, it was still a very, very good match. I liked it. It was actually a great match. The Young Bucks looked awesome as always. They were debuted as Generation Me. And so the PWG crowd didn't really like that. Got TNA chants, but the crowd chanted PWG. It was just very, very cool. The Young Bucks are just awesome. I don't know why TNA just can't see that, or just why they haven't put them in the main tag team main event with the Motor City Machine Guns yet. I mean, they did it at Destination X, and it was an awesome match, and they still haven't learned anything really, but oh well, 4 stars. Then we got the match that was getting to get that amazing rating, but then just like kind of ended. Chris Hero, Roderick Strong, Rob Van Dam. Crowd is so into Rob Van Dam, not even funny in this match. Chris Hero, Roderick Strong just are 2 great opponents for him. Just kind of a little bit of a dream match here with RVD, and just it's like Hiroshi Tanahashi, Go Shiozaki, Wrestle Kingdom 4. This kind of ended before it could get to the amazing level. 4 stars, the match of the night. I'm giving the show an 8.5. Pick both these shows up if you haven't already. I know these reviews are kind of late. I'm sorry, guys. I'll see you guys later.